Thanks for joining us for this episode of CNTV. I'm Brad Claunch.
And I'm Quin Tratt. The Chickasaw Nation's Hofanti Chokma program offers several virtual workshops throughout the year.
Hofanti Chokma means to grow well, and that's the goal of a unique online workshop called NEAR.
Dr. Misty Boyd tells us what NEAR, N-E-A-R, stands for and how the program helps families grow well and thrive.
So it's a mouthful, but NEAR stands for Neuroscience, Epigenetics, Adverse Childhood Experiences, or ACEs, and Resilience. So it covers this big topic about the things that happen to us when we're really small, or things that happen around us when we're really small, have a big influence on how our brains develop, on how our bodies develop, and how we develop relationships with other people. And that sticks around across a lifespan, so we can understand it better to understand how to be resilient, even if childhood has been tough.
The program is shared a lot like this. It's online. Is it interactive? How is it designed?
We like to think of it as interactive. There's a lot of information that we share. So typically we have some PowerPoint slides that have some visuals to help kind of make sense and digest the things that we're talking about. And then we have lots of opportunities to answer some questions, or to just stop and reflect, like what are we thinking, or how is this are the wheels turn in our own heads? And what we find oftentimes is that participants start interacting with each other in the chat box, and we enjoy that, we welcome that, and we learn from what people either pipe up and say because of the work, or inside of the workshop, or inside of that chat box. So we like to keep space for any kinds of conversations or thoughts or questions.
What would you say stands out most about this program?
I think so many times we're maybe afraid of talking about how adversity or how challenges might have caused some problems. But that's just the truth. Sometimes they do cause problems that stick around for us for a long time. And I think through this workshop, we're able to understand why that might be, that it gets into our biology, into our bodies. And we don't necessarily have control over what happens down at that level. But through this workshop, then we learn what are some ways we can build some resilience? What are some ways that we can adapt or deal with that so that we don't feel stuck in bad things?
Who would you say would benefit from this? Who would you encourage to take part in this?
Well, my first answer, an easy answer, is everybody. And it would really be difficult to prioritize, because this is really about a human experience that we all share. And it can help us either understand ourselves or understand other people better, and then all start thinking together about how we as a community are taking care of each other and taking care of the people around us, so that resilience is just a natural growth out of good relationships and taking care of each other.
Hofanti Chokma will host the next NEAR workshop.
There is no cost to participate. Go to chickasaw.net/growwell to sign up for the program. The Chickasaw Cultural Center is preparing for the annual Three Sisters celebration. The event is set for March 19th through the 23rd. It's a great family experience during spring break. The Three Sisters celebration observes the changing of the seasons and planting of the three crops: beans, corn, and squash, the Three Sisters. Visit ChickasawCulturalCenter.com for activities planned during the celebration. Get ready to go back in time at the Fort Washita Rendezvous. It's set for April 3rd through April 7th. The 4-day event is held every year, giving visitors a chance to see what life was like in the 1800s. Fort Washita was built in 1842, serving then as a U.S. military post. At this year's rendezvous, tour the restored structures on site, see Civil War reenactments, meet traders and trappers, experience Chickasaw culture, and more.
Otis W. Leader, the ideal American doughboy.
The Chickasaw Press and White Dog Press have wonderful books to explore. We've been reading the latest publications that feature rich history, culture, storytelling, and illustration from Chickasaw talent. In the next couple of episodes of CNTV, we'll spotlight the books, the authors, and the illustrators. They have great stories to tell about their research, writings, and art. We're looking forward to sharing that with you.
We'll see you next time on CNTV.